Your Channel 4 midday news is here in an hour, not before we carry on with our festive cheer in Kirsties' Homemade Christmas.
British Gas. It's good to be home.
There's a nip in the air. The reindeer are in training and children everywhere are counting down the days. It can only mean one thing.
Christmas is coming. This year I want my presents to be extra special. So it's a win-win for me. I get to ditch the high street and show you how to make a traditional homemade Christmas.
I want to show you how to add some magic into your home this Christmas.
Glitter, 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 glitter.
It'll make you blush.
Not telling me.
And prove that you don't have to pay through the nose to make it memorable.
As long as you don't put all your eggs in one basket.
You and your family can get your hands dirty and make it yourself.
Show everyone your hands. That is when Christmas decorating goes wrong.
So far this week, I've been getting help from talented craftspeople to turn my house in Devon into a Christmas wonderland.
That is my wreath. I made that wreath.
Perfect.
How cool is that?
But the festive fare doesn't stop there. Tonight, I'm going to show you how to make your own presents
Ow! Ah! I cut his leg off.
that are worth their weight in gold.
Merry Christmas, Dad.
And tomorrow, I'm throwing a party.
There's nothing worse than a cracker that doesn't pull, is there?
I'll be thanking all the craftspeople that have helped me give Meadowgate the best Christmas present of all. A true and traditional homemade Christmas. My Devon house, Meadowgate, is celebrating its first Christmas in almost 4 decades, and I want to make it a year to remember. The house is decked with my homemade decorations. The tree is heaving with twinkly lights, tinsel, baubles and bows. And now I can't wait to make the presents that will sit underneath it.
We all put so much thought into getting the right present that actually when the day comes it can be incredibly stressful. The main thing is that it doesn't have to be about money. It's about time and energy and imagination.
Above all, a Christmas present should say something special about the person you're giving it to. That's where the real value is. The playroom is where the stockings will be hung and where the children will get their fill of Christmas fun.
This is probably the room where all those bits of paper will be torn apart and something will get lost in the first 5 minutes. But that is the spirit of Christmas. Not the presents and the wrapping, but just the sense of surprise and mystery and the magic of it all.
Tonight, I'll be pounding the pavements of my favourite market in search of golden gift ideas that you won't find anywhere else.
You've got 5 dozen banqueting chairs and a rocket.
I'll be making my own soaps.
That is just the smell of that.
And a stocking that will knock your socks off. I'll be cooking stores of Christmas chutney.
Oh, that's good.
And making a new family friend.
You can already see his character. He's got quite a pointy nose, hasn't he?
When all that's done, I'll be getting a masterclass in present wrapping.
That is the most Christmassy thing I've ever seen.
The lights are sparkling, the streets are packed, and if I'm ever going to be ready on time, I'd better get moving.
I love Christmas, but many of us have come to dread Christmas shopping. The queues, the crowds, and the despair about finding the right presents. So this year I'm going to take a different path, to seek out craftspeople who I can really engage with and perhaps be inspired to make some things myself.
And what better place to come for inspiration than Covent Garden's Apple Market, a traditional craft market devoted to selling the wares of artisans from all over the UK. And it's not the only one.
This market in Covent Garden is like hundreds of others around the country where designer makers are selling the stuff that they feel passionate about. And it's just the best place to get Christmas presents which really mean something. You know about their history and you can pass that on to the person you give them to.
Every Christmas, the sellers here really go to town and it's packed with gorgeous present ideas. No wonder I'm struggling to stay focused.
See, this is what happens. I'm supposed to be shopping for gifts, end up shopping for myself.
There's everything from beautiful jewellery to the less expensive luxuries like these lovely soaps which start from £3.50.
I seriously wish this was smell-o-vision. It really is absolutely lovely. I can't imagine anyone not being thrilled to get something like that for Christmas.
And if you're looking to be inspired to find a present for a child that stands out from the usual vouchers and video games, I guarantee you'll find it here.
Oh, these are lovely. Do you make these yourself?
I do.
It looks like it's got old-fashioned clothes on.
They are antique dolls' clothes.
Oh, sweet. How long does it take you to make one of your bears?
It takes about 2 days.
It's fantastic.
I've been amazed at the beautiful things I've seen today. Each stall is a testament to the skills of craftspeople in Britain. I love the handmade bears, so I'll be holding my own teddy bears picnic when I make someone a friend for life.
He's just such a special person already.
And after my stop off at the soap stand, I've been inspired to concoct my own super smelling treats.
Steaming, can you see the steam? It really feels hot.
It's a bit like chemistry.
And I'll be searching out some second-hand presents that won't leave my purse feeling empty.
£4.
Oh, go on then. Hold that lot and I'll get my purse out.
British Gas. It's good to be home.
There must be some kind of way out of here. Say the joker to the thief. There's too much confusion. I can't get no relief. Businessman there, drink my wine.
You are forever becoming who you are. Bleu de Chanel.
1, 2, 3, 4. I know what you wanna do.
Caramel, hazelnut, nutty spread and chocolate. Toffee brings together everything.
All my favorites having fun. All together now.
There's so much fun in Toffee.
I
Want to be protected.
Learn more at kaspersky.co.uk.
Bingo! You know the feeling. Enjoy that chance to win a Christmas prize every day feeling. We are Mecca Bingo and we know the feeling. Play today at meccabingo.com for that chance to win a Christmas prize every day feeling. And remember, keep it fun.
Carphone Warehouse have amazing smartphones in exclusive colours for everyone, like the rose gold Sony Xperia XA, rose gold Huawei P9 Lite and gold Alcatel Shine Lite, all for under £15 a month with a pair of Beats EP headphones. Come on, get one now. Carphone Warehouse. We compare, you save.
Hurry down to Staples now for this incredible Corniche chair. Down to half price. It's just £89.50. Perfect for office or games room at a price that's music to your ears. Staples. Make more happen.
Take that picture from that frame. I'll put it in my pocket so that every day you're with me. I'll keep you close to my heart. And we'll be back before you know.
Disaronno wears Etro for a holiday season limited edition.
Sarah's back with her brand new live DVD.
One thing I don't like a skinny massage therapist. I don't like the skinny ones. They've never said anything to me, but in my mind, when they're massaging me, they're doing this. I'm gonna need more time. It's a bigger surface area.
Sarah Millican, Outsider Live, out now.
Lucy Preston, you need to come with me.
What the hell was that? A time machine. We need a historian to go after him. You're insane. Don't tell me you're not the least bit curious.
Come on, Professor, we gotta move. Tell us what we're getting into.
Timeless. Starts tonight at 9 on E4.
British Gas. It's good to be home.
Meadowgate, my house in Devon, is the perfect setting for the traditional homemade Christmas I've always wanted. This year I'm steering clear of big brands in favour of homespun gifts that I believe are worth giving. And after my inspiring visit to Covent Garden Christmas Market,
Oh, that is delicious.
I only need to follow my nose to my first present-making idea.
Whenever anybody asks me what I want for Christmas, I always say the same thing, smelly things. And I do think you should give as presents things that you'd want to receive, which is why I am here in Ashburton in Devon, which is a gift-buying heaven, to learn how to make soap.
Making soaps is Jenny Elsmore's passion. She's been doing it for over 10 years. Her shop is a temple to soap making, and I'm here to pay homage.
Hello, hello, hello.
Very nice to meet you.
You?
This is heaven.
Well, thank you. Yeah, no, welcome to my shop.
This is properly heaven.
Using traditional methods and only the finest ingredients, Jenny makes each batch by hand and decorates them to create some of the prettiest bars of soap I've ever seen. It's the perfect Christmas present.
Oh, that is delicious. That's a peppermint, so that
I
clear
need to
your
get
nose.
some of that.
Fantastic for your feet if you've got tired feet. It's all over your nose, Kirsty.
Okie doke. Should we crack on?
Okay, yeah, that'd be great.
Brilliant. That goes with your outfit. This goes with my outfit.
I've got my pinny on and some incredibly fetching rubber gloves.
Sexy, hey?
Using just 5 household ingredients, Jenny assures me it's possible to make your own bars of soap. And the first is from the tap.
Right, and if you measure 900 mils.
So that's nearly a litre, isn't it?
Yeah, just under a litre. That's it. And now we'll measure your caustic soda. So you put your safety goggles on.
Briefly, because I'm very vain and I hate putting safety goggles
I
on.
chose you the best pair. That's it. They're quite designer, those ones.
It gets sexier every moment, doesn't it?
You need about 295 grams.
My vanity will have to suffer the blow for now, because caustic soda can be pretty mean stuff if you don't handle it with care. It's generally used as a household cleaning agent, but during the soap's 6-week curing process, it reacts with the other ingredients and becomes safe to use on your skin. Historically, soap would have been made with wood ash, mixed with water and animal fats, usually beef and mutton. Attractive.
Oh, look, something's happening in there.
What
There's a whisk it in there.
Yeah, it will heat up.
It's steaming. Can you see the steam? It really feels hot.
It's a bit like chemistry.
It is. Oh, wow.
With that reaction, I'm ready to move on to my next ingredient, which is coconut oil.
We tend to buy it in big slabs because of the amount that we
that is a
make
slab of
now.
coconut oil.
That's definitely a slab of coconut oil.
So what do I do? Cut a
What
block
we'll
here?
do, cut it off, and then what we've got to measure it is
How much?
615 grams.
You can buy coconut oil in specialist shops and online for around £6.50 per kilo, or alternatively you can use vegetable fat, which you can pick up in the supermarket.
Slicing the block of coconut oil, maybe one of the most therapeutic things I've ever done.
Okay, then if you pop that in your pan, but it will melt very quickly.
Can I poke it?
So
Just 'cause
you can poke it.
Yeah, poking is fun.
So
I need 800 ml of sunflower oil and the same again of good quality olive oil.
it's lovely. It's always such a lovely colour, this. I love the olive oil.
I'd normally have olive oil on salad, but it's been used as a moisturiser on skin for thousands of years. And if it's good enough for the ancients, then it's good enough for me. The 5 ingredients of water, caustic soda, coconut, sunflower and olive oil all go into one bucket.
What we tend to do is stir that for about 40 minutes now. We're looking for a change of colour, change of texture.
That gives me a bit of time to make the big decision on what flavour of soaps I want to give as presents. The scents come from essential oils and there are so many flavours to choose from. Sharp citrus scents, such as orange or grapefruit, to the more Christmassy scents of frankincense or myrrh. I'm making 3 flavours today: a lime and parsley, a lemongrass, oats and honey, and a festive cinnamon and orange.
Right, we'll do the lime one first.
Okay.
So that's your dried parsley, which gives you that lovely green colour.
So I could cut the parsley that we have at home, dry it in the agar, and then bung it in.
Definitely.
So how much should I put in?
So I would roughly about a handful and chuck it in. What you do is if you whisk it up now.
That really smells of parsley. There's no getting away from that, right?
Looks like a nice chicken broth now, doesn't it?
It does. We measured 20 grams of lime essence and add that to the mix.
Then what we can do is we can put that into our mould.
The smell of that is absolutely delicious.
It almost makes your mouth water, doesn't it?
It does make your mouth water, and it's very difficult to believe that you shouldn't be eating that. It's really... My brain is not computing. My brain is thinking, eat, eat, eat.
Yeah.
All that's left to do now is transfer it to the moulds to set. Oh, don't want to... That is just the smell of that. I'm using plastic tubs that you'll probably have in your kitchen, but you can essentially use any manner of plastic container you fancy. Then it's the same process for the lemongrass, oat flakes and honey. And last, but by no means least, my festive feast of cinnamon and orange.
So you can actually put some real oranges in.
How? It might look like school soup now, but wait till you see what it becomes. If you want to have a go at making your own soap as presents, log on to our website for a squeaky clean guide to the process on channel4.com/4homes. My scented tubs get wrapped in a blanket for 24 hours to slowly cool down and set. Once that happens, Jenny will take them out of the moulds and leave them to dry in her cupboard for 6 weeks, so that the caustic soda can react with the oils and the soap won't have any harmful effects on your skin. The next time I see these soap is when you bring them to Meadowgate.
Yeah, that's the fun bit.
So in a few weeks' time, we'll be having a full-on soap decorating day at Meadowgate. I can't wait. Earlier this year, I was here at my favourite market on the Goulburn Road, filling my boots with furniture for Meadowgate. Markets like this are as varied as department stores, and today I need to get cracking on my Christmas present list. Now imagine this, washed out, filled with jelly beans or jelly babies, tin foil on the top, bit of red ribbon, the perfect £2 present. Being able to buy second-hand presents for a couple of quid really helps save money at this expensive time of year. I find the fashionable word vintage very handy at these moments. Second-hand cars. Kids don't care if they're new out the box. They just care if they're new to them. You give them a quick wash, bit of soapy water, it makes such a fantastic present. I get so much pleasure out of giving presents to my family and friends at Christmas. But the presents I buy don't have to be expensive brands or the latest high street trends. For me, it's all about finding little things that say something special about them. This photograph frame would be absolutely ideal. You'd have to do a little bit of work here.
Oh, don't be like that, Kirsty. I'll be paying you to take it away.
No, but it does stand. Old photograph frames with new photographs in of grandchildren or nephews and nieces make absolutely brilliant Christmas presents. If you're searching for gift ideas this year, check out your local market or charity shop and you'll be sure to pick up a few bargains. Now that is exactly what I'm looking for.
Ah, good.
That would be perfect.
As long as you don't put all your eggs in one basket.
How much do you want for that?
£8.
For once, I will pay you what you are asking me.
Oh, you're wonderful.
I won't be filling my basket with eggs. I'll be filling it with homemade presents for my parents. What I want for Christmas is a new purse. This one is looking very tatty. I love shopping at markets like this because it's a constant journey through the weird and wonderful. You can never get bored. You've got 5 dozen banqueting chairs and a rocket. Someone's Christmas is going off with a bang.
When I was little, I used to love those Easter eggs which came with a mug. I love an added value present. Take this really sweet Christmassy mug. You could use it as a vessel for wrapping something, and then what do you get? Your present and a little Christmas mug.
What more could you ask for this Christmas?
There are a number of very expensive cookbooks on the market which are retro food from the 70s, which has become fashionable again. This is an actual cookbook from the 70s. I mean, look at that. This is definitely one for my sister.
If the price is right.
Well, the health and safety round.
Yeah, I know, you will have that. That's okay.
£4.
Oh, go on then. Hold that lot and I'll get my purse out. Ooh, change is going to be our problem.
Not for me, eh? Keep the change.
Of course, half the fun at markets is bargaining with the traders. But at that price, I really can't argue.
It's about making an effort. The point is to buy really nice personal presents for people and save as much money as you possibly can.
I've broken the back of my Christmas shopping. I've got the basket to make my hamper, some second-hand books, and a few extras. That, with a bit of tarting up, will look tremendous. All I need to do now is cart them back to Meadowgate. This Christmas, I want to make something for the children that will last and that hopefully won't get tossed aside with the rest of the plastic paraphernalia on Boxing Day.
Over the last few weeks and months, I've learned to make all sorts of things. But today, I'm learning to make a person, a teddy bear.
Ricky Austin and Joe Farmer are a pair of bear-making ladies. Together, they run the Real Alice Bear Shop in Lyme Regis, where artist Ricky draws and writes children's stories about teddy bears, and Jo brings them to life with her incredible bear-making skills. They've been kind enough to come to Meadowgate, and Jo is going to help me make a bear, whilst Ricky paints a story that I can hang on the wall.
So Ricky, you are painting what Jo is going to teach me?
Yes, they'll sort of pick up a few of the different stages.
Okie doke. Fantastic.
The first thing we're going to do is look at the fabrics I've brought. I've got this beautiful, beautiful traditional fabric which has a slightly different colour backing.
Right.
So that when you shave the muzzle to sew the nose on, it gives it a slightly different colour.
And it looks like the colour of dried snot, which would appeal, because he's obsessed with snot.
And also will hide dried snot.
Yeah, it will hide it.
And
Yeah,
he's
it
got a
will not
cold.
show snot. Yes, yep. What's this made of?
It's mohair.
Mohair. Okie doke. Where do you find a mo?
There's actually no such thing as a mo. The fur on my bear comes from a goat, but bears can be made from all sorts of hairy fabrics, such as alpaca, velvet, synthetic fibre and more. But hold on to your hair, the good stuff doesn't come cheap.
Some fabrics will cost about £120 a metre.
No,
Yeah.
that's a lot
The
of money.
beautiful wavy gold one, I paid £95 for a metre.
Mine costs £75 per metre, so I'm being uber economical with my drawing and cutting of the different body parts.
That's the bit for the top of the head, isn't
That's
it?
right, yeah, that's
Right.
brilliant. Well done.
Okay.
I've got all the fur there, that's great.
Right. Shall we get sewing?
Let's get going.
My bear is made up of 21 body parts, and to start off, I'm hand-stitching his tiny ears. I want to contribute as much as I can because it's such a special present.
I think my ear's finished now, Jo.
Lovely, ready to turn out?
There we are. Oh,
Wow, that's looking good.
Yeah.
So while you've been doing your ear, I've been insetting one into the side of the head.
Oh, fantastic.
Super sewer Jo has 9 years of experience making bears at her fingertips. I'm not nearly as quick, but I'm getting there.
What I'm doing is sewing the pad on the bottom of the teddy bear's foot like that, so that he's got something to walk on and his stuffing stays inside him.
Old bears do suffer with their stuffing as well.
Do they? What, it all comes out?
It falls out, and very much as it does with us in later life as well, it falls into your bottom.
There are definitely days when I feel my stuffing's gone to my bottom.
To save my bear's bottom from being stuffed in later life, I'm stitching him up tight. I want him to last for years to come. Antique bears are real collector's items. The Titanic bear in mourning, seen here, made in 1912, sold at auction in 2000 for £92,000. Do you think one day someone will pay that for the Kirsty Allsop made at Meadowgate bear?
You can already see his character. He's got quite a pointy nose, hasn't he?
Making a little lifelike creature is incredibly special. And the best bit is you don't need to be an expert to have a go. There are bear making kits you can buy online and courses where you can learn how to make one yourself. With all the limbs sewn together, it's time to get stuffing.
We stuff the head first, and with this we take a little bit of the stuffing at a time.
Yeah.
And push into the muzzle, really, really compacting it down as we do it.
Polyester is the most popular filling for stuffed toys today, but choose a good quality brand because the cheap stuff could leave your bear feeling lumpy.
You can get a lot of this stuff in, can't you?
You should be able to get all of this in there.
Really? All of that in his little head? He's not going to feel that comfy, is he?
Ricky is lovingly painting the different stages of how the bear is made. It makes the present even more special.
It's starting to come alive. It's extraordinary. It's a sense of animating something.
I've chosen little black beady eyes, and suddenly he can see.
Look at him. He's just such a special person already.
Now he's got a face, Joe can joint up his body. The famous German toy company Steiff created the first stuffed bears in 1903. But the affectionate name teddy bear came about when the American President Theodore Roosevelt couldn't bring himself to shoot a helpless black bear cub. Shortly afterwards, a small toy company made a bear in his name called Teddy's Bear. Ricky is giving me her painting as a present to match my bear. It'll be framed and put on my son's wall as a great reminder of the bear's birthday.
I can't believe it, Ricky, because I saw that one when you first came, and I just thought, oh, you'll never get another one of those done, but you're nearly halfway through.
I wanted you to have a reminder of the different parts of it.
It's fantastic, Ricky, thank you.
You're welcome.
It's absolutely beautiful, and I love the little bear down there at the end.
But not as much as I love my own. Joe stuffed him to the gunnels, and he's going to be the perfect present.
He is beautiful, look. He's giving you a round of applause, Joe. Ricky, here we are. Clap, clap, clap.
Thank you.
He's fantastic.
I'm proud of the new addition to my family, and now I want to make Father Christmas proud of me. So next I'll be making a stocking that will meet him when he comes down our chimney.
Look at that, it's really coming together, isn't it?
I'll be getting a masterclass in chutney making from the Queen of Condiments.
That is much better than what I've got at home.
Isn't it fun?
And I'll be learning a magic trick to turn a ribbon into a rose.
Wowie!
It's like all my Christmases have come at once.
British Gas. It's good to be home.
Jamie's back.
Oh, my lord.
And he's got Christmas sorted.
You're going to love it.
Brand new Jamie's Ultimate Christmas, Monday at 8 on Channel 4.
Some things just work really well together.
I know, silver and red is a winner.
I was actually talking about us.
All right, guys.
This Christmas, be together even when you're apart. We have made our network even bigger and better, so we've got you covered. And take advantage of our great range of pay-as-you-go smartphones from £15 with our network satisfaction guarantee.
Today went well, didn't it?
Yeah.
Mum and Dad were really generous. And they haven't been too full on, have they?
Of course not.
Although if this weather keeps up, we might have to stay a couple more days.
Parlami d'amore, Maria. Tutta la mia vita sei tu. Gli occhi tuoi
Dolce & Gabbana, light blue.
Try the McDonald's Christmas menu, including the festive cheese feast and the spicy chicken winter melt. Christmas is here.
by playing the National Lottery. You've supported over 500,000 amazing projects that have helped transform the nation. So to every one of you, we'd like to say thank you.
Christmas is cinnamon. With Schwartz.
I
Want to be
protected.
Learn more at kaspersky.co.uk.
Some things just work really well together.
I know, silver and red is a winner.
I was actually talking about ours.
British Gas. It's good to be home.
Forget credit card debt in January. I want to show you how to make a traditional homemade Christmas full of priceless presents that won't cost the earth and will mean the world to someone else.
What greets Father Christmas when he comes down the chimney is a big deal in our house. Up to now we've always used gumboot socks, but what I'd love is a handmade special stocking.
Which is why I'm here at Dandelion Designs, where pattern designer Mandy Shaw is going to teach me how to make a stocking. Mandy has been sewing since she was 5 years old and gave up her nursing career for life as a seamstress. Every Christmas she fills her house with home-sewn creations. It's really a testament to making things yourself.
This is just heaven, Mandy. It's absolute heaven. Look, you've got your advent calendar up. Oh, it's a proper feast for the eyes.
Christmas stockings have been hung over fireplaces for centuries. The tradition is thought to have been started by the saint of Christmas, St. Nicholas. He wanted to give some money to the 3 daughters of a family who had fallen on hard times. On Christmas Eve, he spotted their stockings drying by the fireplace, popped gold coins in, and a tradition began. Today, Mandy's going to show me how to make a quilted Christmas stocking of my own. The first step is to make my stocking shape.
We're going to start off with a base fabric, which is going to be our wadding. It could be an old blanket. Right. So if you'd like to pin the pattern onto the wadding, I'll help you do that.
Wadding is just a lightly padded material that you can buy in craft shops or online, or you can recycle out of old quilts. You cut out your shape and hey presto, you've got the surface that your fabric gets stitched onto.
And then you grab another fabric and you're going to place it on like that.
To begin, you take 2 bits of fabric and pin them face to face on the wadding. You then stitch down the spine of the 2 pieces, and that attaches them both to the wadding. Flip them open like a book, and this creates a seamless quilting effect. You keep adding fabric to the different edges of the material until the stocking shape is completely covered.
I'm one of those girls who did sewing in school.
Well, we all
I did, you know, in that, yeah, I know.
That doesn't mean I was any good at it, but I'm making up for it now.
I reckon if you sat down in the evening, put the kids to bed, cup of tea on, telly on, and you could finish this quilt top in an evening, and then the next day when they're at school, finish the quilt.
Oh, that's lovely. I love that.
If you're asking for a sewing machine for Christmas, prices start from around £100. The savings you can make by making things yourself are huge. Don't stitch yourself up. Speak to a specialist for advice on the best one to suit you.
Right, Kirsty, what you're going to do is lay it face down, which means, oh, well done, that's brilliant.
Oh, yeah?
So,
okay.
And you're just going to cut around the outside edge of your stocking shape.
I don't want to get this wrong, so I'm just...
It doesn't matter, it's your own little creative moment happening.
My sock is really starting to take shape. I'm thrilled with it.
Stunning. I mean, that's gorgeous plain like that, but exciting bit happens now. We're going to decorate it with tapes. But look at these gorgeous things I've found.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah. The ribbons need some nice fine sewing, and I do need people who struggle with their sewing machines. You're meant to change needle after every project. Did you know that?
No. Okay.
You learn something new every day. If you don't have a sewing machine at home, you could try hand stitching your stocking. But it might take you till next Christmas to get it finished. Now that's a stocking.
Stunning. So exciting, isn't it? Don't you? Just tactile. You don't find textiles tactile and
so
feely.
tactile.
Right,
Look at that,
Kirsty.
it's really coming together, isn't it? I'm adding a little red reindeer to my design, but don't worry if you're no Picasso. You simply trace a picture onto a piece of Bonder web, which is that double-sided sticky stuff that holds up your hem when you've got no time to sew it. You iron that onto a piece of felt, then cut it out carefully. Sorry, I thought I'd cut his leg off. Then it's back to the ironing board to press it onto the stocking.
Now, this is my lining fabric, and this is like a Viella. It's very soft.
This is the most lovely, lovely, lovely soft stuff. Such a lovely thing to have inside.
It's a dog tooth, like a red dog tooth.
Just lovely. This last bit needs some real concentration, so listen up. You take 2 layers that will be the lining of your stocking, put the backing fabric on top of that, and put your stocking face down on top of that again. So that's the lining, back and front of your stocking. I think that you were going to do some amazing magic trick, because I cannot work out what's about to happen.
No one can.
You then sew around the edge of the stocking and wait for it.
Right, here we go. Here we go.
Now what is happening
So what you
now?
do is now take the ignore the linings and go find. That's it. Now turn it the right way out. Let's put your hand back in there.
Of course, I didn't doubt Mandy for a second.
Right.
Unique is a very overused word, so I'm slightly allergic to it, but I am entirely confident that this is unique. Then it will be in my family forever, and people will hang it up, and Father Christmas will come and he will put things in it, and he'll probably be really pleased to see it, because he probably sees a lot of bought stockings, and he'll come in and he'll say, wow, Kirsty made that stocking.
It's nice.
Yeah. Hope he doesn't steal it. With my stockings all sewn up, it's time to get cooking on the presents for my parents. This year I'm making a Christmas hamper. My dad is a great chutney connoisseur, so I'm learning how to make some Christmas chutney with Victoria Cranfield. She's the queen of preserves and makes an incredible variety of chutneys, jellies and jams in her Devon kitchen, which she sells to shops and stores all over the country. In her 5 years of cooking, Victoria has won an incredible 26 Great Taste and Taste of the West awards, 11 of which are gold. It doesn't get better than that. What are we doing today?
We're starting off by doing a Boxing Day chutney. That essentially will cope with all the meats for Boxing Day.
Cold turkey and everything.
Yes.
Chutney is a sweet and sour condiment made with fruits, sugar and vinegar. It's often made weeks, sometimes months in advance, because the ingredients need time to mingle and mature, but Victoria's Boxing Day recipe is edible straight away. Great if you need to cook up a last-minute present. So, how many onions are we going to cut up?
It's 2 pounds of onions.
Yep.
2 pounds of apples.
This recipe is a tale of 2 pots. In one, we're cooking up all the fresh stuff, such as apples, onions and cranberries. And in the other is all the dried fruit that needs to be chopped and juiced up to taste. I'm making around 20 8-ounce jars.
The nasty bit, to start off with, these are fairly strong onions. Good grief. And what I'll do is 2 pints of cider vinegar and pour it all in.
I would watch what you were doing, but I can't actually see anything.
I'm only here to torture you.
That's fine. It's usually me making people cry.
With the apples, you want to have some, careful with your fingers, some quite chunky slices.
Yeah.
Because they're going to render down and cook anyway.
Right,
We're
okay.
using Bramley apples.
Yeah.
And the joy of Bramley apples is it just goes to...
It goes to mush,
fluff.
doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. And they're available all year round. So, in there now. We'll give it a stir. A little bit chunky there.
Oh,
I pull
my
out
bits are too
some
chunky.
of your chunky bits. You don't want them that size. That's really too chunky. What you're after is that sort of size.
Okay, so I'll pull out my chunkier ones.
I'll pull out some too, so we can shift it along.
Those still a bit too chunky?
Yes.
Yes, chef.
Half again, without losing your fingers, please.
Let's hope I can do a better job of zesting the oranges.
That is much better than what I've got at home.
Isn't it fun?
Where do you get one of those?
Any cook shop. I'm sorry.
I've never seen a zester like that before.
Next stage, cranberries in the bowl there.
Yep.
If you can sock those in.
Add a tablespoon of sea salt and half a teaspoon of mixed spice. And lesson learned this time, my ginger is finely chopped and going straight in without any complaints.
Once you've given it a stir, so it's evenly distributed, Then go and bung it on the cooker.
That needs to simmer down and cook for around 30 minutes.
Basically, what we're going to need is 8 small oranges juiced, which should give us a pint of orange juice.
Chutney originally came to Britain from India during the 1600s. It was a huge luxury then, but it's remained a firm favourite ever since.
That's not bad, is it?
Wow, that is
That's not bad.
exactly a pint.
Right, we are now on the dried fruit stage.
The apricots are brown because they're sun-dried and not sulphur-preserved. You can buy them in the shops, and trust me, they taste so much better than the orange ones. Then it's onto a packet of dates, pitted and chopped.
And then we need 1 pound of raisins.
Everything goes into the bowl with the pint of orange juice. And whilst the dried fruit's having a drink, I'm dying to see what's cooking in my pot.
What's going on? The cranberries are popping. They really are. They're splitting open. Oh, that's still a little vinegary.
Wow, it's not quite ready for the taste test yet, but my dried fruit just got a whole lot juicier.
So, has it absorbed all the orange? Oh my word, look at that.
All gone.
That is remarkable. A pint of orange juice absorbed.
Doesn't it make a difference?
Oh, that's good. Mixing time.
All of that can be added to the big pot and stirred.
Right, all of that into there. And again, it looks really Christmassy.
Looks really Christmassy.
In order to preserve it, to keep it for any lengths of time, you'll need to add some more sugar.
Right, I'm always up for that.
A kilo, to be exact.
Well, it's gone a beautiful colour. The sugar somehow changed it to a sort of mahogany colour.
Then it's back onto the cooker until it's properly boiled and the liquid has thickened.
That is really looking beautiful. It looks really Christmassy.
Looks very pretty in the jar as well, because you'll get some cranberries up against the glass.
The moment it's ready, you pour it straight into your sterilised jars and seal the lid.
There's something incredibly satisfying about making stores.
Yes. Squirrel.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Squirreling stuff away for the winter. But also, I have presents. Merry Christmas, Dad.
I hope he enjoys it.
He will. He really will.
If you want to make a Boxing Day chutney for someone you love, you can get the recipe on our website, which is channel4.com/4homes. Christmas presents don't need to cost you a fortune, but with a bit of time and effort, it is possible to make them look $1 million. Every year I make a trip to my favourite ribbons and trimming shop, Vivi Rouleau, because I love wrapping and decorating my parcels with tons of ribbon. I want to make this year's presents extra special, so today I'm meeting the owner, Annabelle Lewis, who's going to give me a masterclass in present wrapping.
Morning.
Hi, Kirsty. How are you?
I'm very well, thanks.
Great.
I'm very grateful for you letting me come in.
I'm decorating the basket I bought on the Goulburn Road so I can use it as a hamper for my parents.
What I'm going to get you to make are these amazing roses, because we're going to cover some of the handles with those roses. This is yours, right?
To make the rose, you need 1.25 m of wired ribbon, like the one Annabelle's using now. This one's not cheap at more than £3 a metre. I hope there's a good excuse for maiming it with scissors.
We're going to cut all the way down here.
It looks like such vandalism, I can hardly bear it.
I know, but wait, you'll love it, you'll love it. And you pull off the yarn, all off the edge of it, till you've got a fantastic... Fray it. Lovely fray, and then you might do a little bit more because the pink's so nice. So now we're going to make a rose with... You'll make it with a plate. Oh, you use the nice one.
OK, thank
you. And I'll do the special treat. Right. So, go to the other side of the ribbon.
Yeah.
To the other end. Pull out your wire.
Yep.
And ruche, mine's got a bit, ruche it all the way down. Okay. So now we're going to make our flower and do the rolling.
So you roll in that little bud. Wowie!
So you could wear that as a corsage.
You could, or in your
with
hair.
a pin on the back, or hair, but why not put them on your shoes, on dresses?
Shoes!
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So they're everything.
Oh, God, look at that. There.
That is lovely, isn't it?
So you're a ballerina.
No, no one's ever called me a ballerina.
Don't let the ballet pumps deceive you. But these roses are gorgeous. I'll be in danger of wanting to keep the hamper for myself. Annabelle's shop is a shrine to the old art of passementerie, which basically means Decorations with ribbons, trimmings, feathers, beads and any delicious thing you can get your hands on.
That is the most Christmassy thing I've ever seen.
I want my parcels to sparkle under my Christmas tree, and Annabelle is going to show me how to turn a handful of beads into gems that adorn my presents.
I'm going to make some beaded tassels.
I have got masses of broken necklaces.
Yeah.
I can't throw anything away.
This is a thin wire again, and you've got a long length of it. Then pick up one bead.
Yeah.
And thread it on to the top, because we're going to start with
so.
thin beads at the top, working down to fat beads.
Add bead after bead after bead.
What we're going to do is get lots of loops of ribbon, literally just loop like that. Cut it off, and then we're going to put the middle centre part of that into the middle of the wire. Then you cut through all of those. Trim it off. You have to squash it together a bit. Do it in a knot.
Oh my word, look
top.
at that. That is just lovely. That is absolutely lovely. That is lovely.
The key to all of this is wire, which you can buy at local hardware or craft stores. It's a true Christmas essential. Wait till you see what I can do to my homemade chutney jars with a cluster of acorns and nuts.
I'm going to go round the stalks. All those little things can be attached to your jar on the outside.
The wire is incredible, isn't it?
Add a glue gun to the mix and my life is complete.
I've never had one of those.
Well, you squirt a
Glue gun.
little bit of glue onto the acorn, like that.
Yeah.
You do have to leave it just for 2 minutes.
Can you see that? Who would know that I would get so much pleasure out of a nut on a wire?
And just when you thought old bits of ribbon were the stuff of Miss Marple's sewing box...
Tie that round the middle. I'd tie it to here.
You tie it
Thread
to
it
here.
through there.
Hey! That is extraordinary.
I can't wait to decorate the jars of my homemade chutney using all the ideas Annabelle has shown me.
I'm very, very grateful. I am utterly inspired, and it has confirmed what I've always felt, that you can go a long way in life with a bit of ribbon.
Well, I mustn't forget the other bits and bobs. I'm definitely getting myself a glue gun this Christmas.
That was a truly inspiring morning. The Christmas tree at Meadowgate isn't just going to be beautifully decorated itself. What's underneath it is going to look $1 million.
My Christmas list is complete and I can't wait to start wrapping things I've made and found. My soaps are being delivered.
Look at that! That is fantastic.
I've got some presents for young friends.
A whole packet of sweets finished.
And there's even a gift for me.
Oh,
British Gas. It's good to be home.
Blue, the new number 5, Chanel.
Sarah's back with her brand new live DVD.
One thing I don't like a skinny massage therapist. I don't like the skinny ones. They've never said anything to me, but in my mind, when they're massaging me, they're doing this. I'm gonna need more time. It's a bigger surface area.
Sarah Millican, Outsider Live, out now.
Any pizza, any size, any crust, any recipe. That's right, any pizza you like for just $5.99 when you collect from Pizza Hut Delivery. Grab it while you can.
Make the most of those special moments and make someone's Christmas. Take it, make it, photobox it.
All right, Game have got a great Dishonored 2 deal.
So they've asked me to show off the power from the game. It's called Blink. It's basically teleporting. It's pretty good. Just like this deal. Get Dishonored 2 for PlayStation 4 or Xbox One for just £25, saving you over £15. Oh, I've teleported far away.
I have no idea if I've cooked this right.
I have no idea if I'm sharpening this right.
It's not as if I can cut a leg off to check. Ready?
Let's do this.
Here we go. Roll.
Worked out all right in the end, didn't it?
Yeah, well done. Would you like a glass of...
Yes.
Tesco's fabulous Christmas food to help you really impress on the big day. Christmas, bring it on.
Carphone Warehouse have amazing smartphones in exclusive colours for everyone, like the rose gold Sony Xperia XA, rose gold Huawei P9 Lite and gold Alcatel Shine Lite, all for under £15 a month with a pair of Beats EP headphones. Come on, get one now. Carphone Warehouse. We compare, you save.
Get gifts delivered free next day to thousands of Collect Plus locations. Get more out of giving, get more out of every day with very.co.uk.
Every tree has a story.
A tree that hugs you back.
And a history that can span centuries.
Bramley apple from the original Bramley apple tree.
Ardler Hanlon goes on a quest to find the winner of the Tree of the Year competition.
Oh no, you could live in there.
You could.
Tree of the Year with Ardler Hanlon. Saturday at 8 on Channel 4. British Gas. It's good to be home.
This year, I've turned my back on the high street in favour of making presents for the people I love. It's been an incredible journey. With the help of local craftspeople, I've learnt some fantastic ways to save a fortune.
Oh!
I've sewn my own stocking.
I am entirely confident that this is unique.
Made the most scrumptious smelling soaps ever.
Which is quite nice.
Cooked stores of yummy winter chutney.
Oh, that's good.
And made the cutest furry friend.
I need to finish his nose, but he's absolutely fantastic.
Few things beat knowing that you've sorted the presents and now all you have to do is the wrapping, the fun bit.
Getting ready for the onslaught of visiting kids at Christmas can be a nightmare for some people, but it doesn't have to turn you into the Grinch. I always have a stash of mini presents to hand out to children that visit over the festive period.
Anything that glows in the dark is a winner. And put them on top of the jelly beans. That is glow-in-the-dark bug jelly beans.
These little extras don't have to be a burden on your budget. Second-hand books can make a great gift.
When we were little, our favourite type of ice cream was brown bread ice cream. And here is a recipe for brown bread ice cream. Oh, look, there's one for Christmas biscuits even.
Every present you buy should be something you're reluctant to give away, and I'd be thrilled to receive anything as pretty as this.
It does look very nice.
The bear I made with Ricky and Joe doesn't know what's about to hit him.
I've developed quite an affection for Snotty Bear, and I'm going to give him to my eldest son.
Of course he's going to get the usual truckload of toys that all 3-year-olds get, but if I can teach him the value of this bear that his mum made, I'll be on to a winner. Oh, by the way, old Christmas cards make great gift tags. Joy, oh joy, I smell something good. It's Jenny with my soaps. The last time I saw them, they were tucked up and put to dry in her soap cupboard for 6 weeks. Now she's brought them here to Meadowgate.
Ta-da! Oh, thank you so much for bringing these. Look at that! That is fantastic. Look. But the smell.
This is the bit I've been dying to do. I'm going to divide them up and decorate them.
I think that's a lovely colour ribbon.
That looks lovely. Oh.
Everybody likes things in miniature.
Yeah, I think women like things in miniature, men don't.
I'm using a couple of cutters, which you can buy in any cook shop, and some dried rosebuds. This is definitely one for my girlfriends.
That is lovely.
Yeah, it's something I'd like to receive. It's just simple, nice, and made with love.
My soaps are beautiful, and they make the perfect present for Christmas. The chutney I made with Victoria is quite frankly delicious.
Wow. That jar's not going to last very long, is it?
Before I eat the lot, I need to wrap some for my parents' hamper.
The important thing is if you're doing a Christmas hamper as a present for someone, you've really got to individualise it.
The basket I bought on the Goulburn Road, my mum will love, and it was only £8.
This was £1. Spode, this is. 40p worth of chocolate.
And to make it completely personal, I've popped in an old photograph in a frame of my sister and me.
It's got a lot of thought, a lot of care in it. And all I need to do now is decorate it.
In the big stores, hampers cost a fortune. I think mine is just as good as any I've seen on the high street and for a fraction of the price. I've been busy making presents for other people, but lo and behold, a present has arrived for me. It's from Mandy Shaw. She taught me to make my stocking.
Oh, look! It's one of Mandy's nativity things. That says Kirsty, that's me. And then that's Foxy, my dog. Oh, look, it's adorable. Makes me slightly tearful.
Before my emotions get the better of me, I've got one last thing to do.
That is the stocking that I made with Mandy's help. All ready and waiting for Father Christmas.
Just a few more things to put under my tree, and finally, I'd say I've got Christmas all wrapped up. This year, I've chosen to have a truly homemade Christmas. I wanted to make the presents I'm giving and pack them full of love. The playroom is decked out like a little Christmas grotto, and it's set for Father Christmas and his reindeer to come and fill the stocking I made. The Advent calendar is my gift from Mandy, and I love it. Luckily, I've got my extra store of presents for some young friends who have come round. Children are at the centre of Christmas. And it doesn't need to cost a fortune to make it special for them.
A whole packet of sweets finished.
It's about the time we can invest in our families.
How long do you think I have to be good for to ensure that he leaves something in the stocking?
Oh yeah.
A whole year? How long have you been good for?
Probably about 2 days.
What is your perfect Christmas present?
Telescope.
What would you see through the telescope?
Houses.
Other people in their houses, is that what you'd see?
And getting changed.
I don't know what to say to that, Jacob.
Giving presents to the people we love is as old as time itself. But the presents that are most valuable are the ones that come from the heart.
That's an awful lot of bows. And it couldn't be more Christmassy. What's under that tree is a lot of time and energy and love, but not a lot of money.
I've been amazed at the talents and skills of all the people that have helped me make my presents truly special. And I'm so grateful to them for giving me their time. I hope I've inspired you to make something special for someone you love this Christmas. Tomorrow night I'll be hosting the first Christmas party this house has seen in 40 years. In preparation for it, I'll be learning how to make the finest festive food.
That looks like a poo! If you want to know what happens when you get a facelift, this is what happens. Boy, it tastes good.
And being taught how to make my own candles, Christmassy napkins and crackers.
From the chocolates to the candles, a festive fair in Buckinghamshire is on the cards tonight for Kirsty in Handmade Christmas at 8. Then what's the perfect backdrop for the players, boxes and the banker? Warwick Castle hosts Deal or No Deal on tour later today at 4.
Hive from British Gas. It's good to be home.
We're going on a bear hunt. We're going to catch a big one. What a beautiful day! I am not scared.
From the creators of The Snowman and the Snow Dog, we're going on a bear hunt. Christmas Eve at 7:30 on Channel 4.
Turkey curry, you say? Jamie's cracking Christmas bites here in 5 minutes. Not before your Channel 4 midday news now, with Matt Fry.
Good afternoon. Shelling has resumed in eastern Aleppo despite a ceasefire deal to allow for the evacuations of opposition fighters and tens of thousands of civilians. Reports suggest that buses, which were meant to be taking rebels and civilians out of the city, have returned to their depots. There are also reports of artillery, tank fire and mortar shells hitting rebel-held areas for around half an hour this morning, a day after the announcement of a ceasefire. Meanwhile, the Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov has dismissed Syria talks with the United States as pointless.
We are talking to countries in the region, including our Turkish colleagues, who also have contact with the fighters on the ground and the armed opposition. I think that this channel may become more effective than many months of a pointless hangout we have had with the American colleagues.
Former youth football coach Barry Burnell has been remanded in custody on charges of child sex offences. He is charged with 5 counts of indecent assault on a boy, 2 counts of inciting a boy to commit an act of gross indecency, and 1 other count of sexual assault. The 62-year-old appeared in court via video link and will appear at Chester Crown Court on the 11th of January. Talks aimed at resolving the Southern Railway drivers' dispute are being held at the conciliation service ACAS. Thousands of commuters in southern England have been unable to travel or forced to find alternative transport as a walkout has halted all the company's services for a second day. Another strike is planned for Friday in a long-running row over driver-only trains. Schools in England face an 8% reduction in funding per pupil by 2020, the National Audit Office has warned. Mainstream schools need to find savings of £3 billion in the next 4 years, which the Department for Education says can be achieved while maintaining high standards. But the NAO says it is uncertain how schools will react to the budget squeeze, and they could make choices which put educational outcomes at risk. Greenpeace activists have blocked the Paris headquarters of French utility giant EDF. Anti-nuclear protesters handcuffed themselves to yellow barrels filled with cement. They're protesting what they claim is EDF's inability to maintain the safe running of France's nuclear plants while sitting on what Greenpeace says is a €74 billion debt. That is the news. We're back tonight at 7 and at lunchtime tomorrow. Now the weather. This afternoon, mostly fine and dry with sunny spells across much of England and Wales. Cloudier with outbreaks of rain for Scotland, Northern Ireland and parts of Cornwall and Wales. Highs of 14 Celsius. Tonight, rain will fade away, leaving some patchy drizzle across the north and west. Elsewhere, dry and generally cloudy, with some clearer spells possible towards the east and the far southwest. Lows of 3 Celsius.
Tonight on 4, homemade delights with all the festive spin in Buckinghamshire in Kirsties' Handmade Christmas at 8. Concern for a 4-month-old having fallen from his car seat in 24 Hours in A&E at 9. And money is no object in the world's most expensive Christmas at 10.
Merry Christmas, big boy!
Jamie's back in the kitchen.
Proper Lady Gaga, ready for the party.
For the ultimate Christmas feast.
Oh my lord.
From festive classics.
This is amazing.
To modern day showstoppers.
Boom. You're gonna love it.
Brand new Jamie's Ultimate Christmas. Monday at 8 on Channel 4.
All About Christmas Eve is your festive flick here on 4 at 12:25. First in a change to some listings, Jamie's cracking Christmas bites.
Thank you.
Once Boxing Day comes around, I've always got a fridge full of cold turkey. If you do too,
and want to try something new with it, here's a great Thai curry that will blow your Christmas stockings off with its delicious flavours.
We got the turkey there. Let's not waste a thing. And what better way to celebrate this incredible bird than to do a new curry? No cheats here. We're going to go spices, toasting, making a paste from scratch.